Hello and welcome, everyone. We're back in Sea of Thieves, doing some sailing around. Let me plug my phone in. I have to leave it. I have to leave my phone where I can hear it, so because I'm on call tonight. I go off call tomorrow morning, though, so I won't have to answer any more calls after that, which is just great. Sorry, I'm just waiting on the game to load. I'm checking some stuff in the background here. Making sure my green screen looks alright. Those cannonballs. Where am I? Okay. Okay. Get out of here, Nanners. Spend some time stalking the ship. Got a bunch of chain shot. That's good. Let me check to see if there's any Reapers about. Survey says none Reapers are sailing the sea. Looks like 2 gold hoarders. No Order of Souls. Merchant Alliance. Yes, yes, I know. The Scoundrels. I love the Scoundrels. That's not the chest I wanted. This is the chest I wanted. Let's get DJ out. He hadn't been out in a while. There you go, bud. We're in the Ancient Isles. There's a storm a-brewing. Yeah, let's have a chat with you.
I'm listening.
prepared.
Sure, my jetty is always open for you.
I'm sure it is.
I sense your fear. Think twice before returning.
Rep. I'm so close to 55. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, the new rewards are up. Dang it! Son of a... I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the supply crate. I'll figure out the rest of it in a minute. There's some stuff in that one. Bless you, DJ. Sneezy dog. Let's see. Even those fireworks take up too much space in the crate. Almost done gathering supplies. And then I'll decide who we're gonna sail as. I want to do Merchant Alliance just so I can get the rewards. But I need to level up my Reapers. Although the last time I ran Reapers, it did not go well for me. And that was the stream I still haven't put up on YouTube, where I was stream sniped and accosted by just some raging jerkbags. Nope, you go there. okay.
Scared? You should be. Beware. Perils await.
Let's do it. Didn't give me my crate. That's not where that goes. It goes there. And this gets put away right here. Go ahead and we'll do that. Oops. There we go. I failed to save it to my ship the last time. There we go. Alright, where are we going? Origin, the finest trading post. To Devil's Ridge. So it basically goes here, here. Go over Mutiny Rock? It does. So my first clue should be over here somewhere. I'm just going to have to sail west. Figure it out from there. Maybe the best thing I can do. Hello, Beagle. Oop, drifting too far. Drifting way too far. That explains that. Why's my drink so watery? It's because the ice cube I put in there. It's a big, like, globe ice cube. It was not frozen all the way through, and it just ripped open. What was that? Is that a small cloud? That was a cloud. Ooh, almost fell off the boat. No birds obvious. Don't see them. There's our sea post. Might as well just stop there. Okay, we're pretty close. Let's see if we can find our first. Where are the birds? Birds, birds, birds. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Aha! There they are. Off to the east by southeast. It's a good thing I sailed as far as I did, because I wouldn't have been able to see them on the other side of that huge rock. I didn't have to come this far, but oh well. You know how it goes. If I hadn't have come this far, I wouldn't have come far enough. So. At least it's getting brighter out, so I should be able to see where I'm going. Not lose the birds in the skyline as much. Figured I could do this, get my emissary grade up. I'll wait for Scala to join. Then by then we'll be ready and raring to go. Slow it down. Relax, DJ, it's okay. fine. We're just stopping to pick up some loot. Come on. There we go. Ooh, precious gemstones. That's a good one. Come on. Got it. Some more tea. Lookout point. A few captain's voyages. Anything else in the water? Nope. Let's look out point. There she is. Nope. That away. Let's slow us down a bit. Hey! Oh, sweet. I'm lining up right, completely by accident. Looks like I did. Come here. Not that one. Mermaid statue under me too, I think. Oh, it's an emerald one too. That's not too bad. I didn't even have to eat anything. I'm going to have to now, but, you know. Nobody here, Phantom. Don't worry about it. Nope, still nobody here. Ooh. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Hello, Charlie. How goes it, sir? Not done yet. Quit trying to eat my boat, shark. Ow! Made me waste that piece of snake. I can put a trinket right there? Well, hello. Sure. Can I put one over here? Hello? I can. We'll do that one. Yeah. All that stuff for Twitch is awesome. It's so much fun. Pirate life has been... It's been good and it's been bad. Booty Isle. You know, last Sunday, it did not go super great. Because that was when I got stream sniped. And those guys... just, they savaged the Discord. I've been playing on the stream world for 7 days with Tabitha. Working out. I'm in the middle of building a horde fort. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's definitely room to join on 7 days. Let's get some more ammo. Yeah, it was an interesting time. I'm going to I've been looking into some stuff for the stream and for the Discord. And I'm probably going to download Me 6 and run that and integrate that into the stream. So that way it can post links to join the Discord, links for the YouTube stuff like that. And it will also help with moderation, and it will post in the Discord when I'm going live automatically, just as a reminder. What I should do is I should sit down and do that tomorrow, but, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of people who use that bot. Like a lot of people. A lot of people use it. In fact, I'm pretty sure every big Discord I'm in has Me6 on it. Like Rogue Legends, Hexalich, several others. Come here, you. Ooh, the key. Good. Good. Didn't want to do that. I want to pick up the captain's key. And I guess I'll just put it right there. Nope, won't put it there. Did I throw it out the boat? I bet I threw it out the boat. Key! I did. I guess you'll just live there. The only problem I have with this whole captaincy thing and the trinkets and such is the shelf I put all my crap on is now gone. I can sort of put things on it now, but it doesn't work very well. Is that Thieves' Haven? That's on that little spit right there. That's great. Hello. Goodbye. What, oops. I slapped my mouse. To see thieves? Because I have added a bit. The captaincy changed a lot of things. Now at every port I can purchase, and in addition to the cannonball crates and the wood crates, I can also just buy stuff that gets thrown into the boat. So the funny thing about those guys that were stream sniping me last week was they were in a brig, and of course we're in the sloop, right? It's me and Scala. I did get real shitty with Scala at one point because it looked like we were in range with the cannons, and I'm just screaming at him to shoot, and he's like, "I can't!" And I'm like, "Shoot her!" Just screaming. I was like, "Fire, let go!" He finally just shot and then let go and said, "Forget it, you just do it." I ended up taking down both of their masts with a double chain shot. Their boat was just spinning. We came around and we unloaded on them. I repelled several boarding attempts, probably like 5 or 6 boarding attempts, until they finally got somebody on the ship and got the anchor dropped. And then it just sort of hung out on the boat. They did that crap where they just literally stand on your boat, they repair it, and they take all the water out of it. So you just respawn and die over and over and over again. Yeah. I mean, and Scala was very bloodthirsty himself. It's just, he really, I don't think he had an angle. I think it looked like he did. And it took enough time for me to grab hold of the cannon. The ship had turned just barely. And I was able to get a shot off on their ship. So he didn't do anything wrong. I was just screaming at him for no reason. Had the boat thrown into a turn anyway. He just... They ended up sinking, and Scala either killed them or they ran, or he managed to get the boat underway while they were off the ship coming back. And it actually bought us some time. Well, they were watching the stream because I found a stronghold gunpowder barrel, which I don't think they were watching at that point. We stopped at a shipwreck. I grabbed a stronghold gunpowder barrel and threw it in the crow's nest, and some random viewer was like, "You're an insane person." And I was like, "No, it's fine." They come after us. I see them sailing directly for us, and I was like, you know, I'm just going to let this happen. There's nothing I can do at this point. We'll just let it happen. So, what happens is, we run into them, but I'm holding on to the ladder. I jump up, grab the Stronghold gunpowder barrel, jump off the crow's nest with it lit, and let go. And it ends up floating up and touching the bottom of their ship and exploding. Somehow it didn't blow it up. Ugh. I must not be... Yep, I wasn't touching the ground. There we go. I could have just swam over there at this point, holding the stupid thing. But I detonated their ship, and I knew at that point I figured out they were watching me because I was talking to Harley because Chris got up to go to the bathroom. And I was like, so how's the baby? And when they rammed into me, they started shouting, how's the baby? I was like, huh? Yeah, it was, and then I told Nathan about it. He was like, how did they get in the Discord? I was like, Nathan, it's an open Discord for anyone to join for the community. They literally just had to look up my Twitch channel and click on Discord, and it would take them to the Discord. Like, it's not hard to find. I just thought I had it set up where... people couldn't post pictures unless I had, like, added them to it. I'm surprised that happened, because I had, like, 2 viewers. Counting me. It was, like, me and my mother-in-law, and that was it. And then I looked up, and I had, like, 7 viewers. Journey's End. I was like, huh? So, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, Devil's Ridge is the last spot. So it's somewhere between here and there. And apparently there's a streamer mode that will basically give me a random name. And my crew. I think it generates random names for me and the crew. That way, if somebody is, like, I wonder if they're streaming. Yes. I don't know exactly how that works. Okay, so here's what we'll do. I'll just start sailing for Devil's Ridge. I'll raise the sails a bit so I'm slow. And I'll check it. I'll just see what it does. Maybe it'll just generate a random title and random name. I don't know. There's the birds. They're basically dead ahead. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to my crew. No, it's going to be under settings. Gameplay. HUD. Color blindness. Gameplay? Show nameplates above. Replace gamer tags. On. Ramsey's Ghost! It happened immediately. Does it change my dog's name too? Hello? Or DJ? DJ? He's still DJ. I'm Ramsey's Ghost. Well, that's convenient. I think it changes the name for everybody too. So, of course, that would just be impossible for us to play though, because nobody would know who anyone is. We'd all be shouting at each other. Thank God we all look just about the same. Okay, so HUD. I'll go back and I'll set that to normal. I guess it just randomly generates it. Oh, God. The old Cameron and hippie days. Those were not nearly as fun for me. Yes, I am off tomorrow. I don't know what me and Tabitha have planned. I don't think we've got much planned, though. Oh my god. Old Gears. That always irritated me because it was, of course, it's 4-man teams. We usually had like 5 or 6 people, and I always got stuck on the team with one other person out of our friend group, and everybody else is just laughing and having the time of their lives. What was that guy's name? Edzer! That was it, the Irish guy? There was one point we were playing, I remember we were playing Gears of War, and it was me, I know Harding was in there, and Edzer was in the group. And he was an Irish guy from Ireland with a very heavy Irish accent. And I could understand, like, 7/8 of what he was talking about. And I remember Harding was in the group, and he was just, we were talking about something, and he just stopped. He was like, is this guy speaking English? He's like, I don't understand a word of what he's saying. Oh, God. Drop anchor. I can't see the birds. We're very close. Oh, I think that just about worked out perfectly. Righteous. Oh, good. And that'll be just in harpoon range? Excellent. Okay, let me get the key. Come here, you. I don't see anybody else coming this way. There's a big storm coming right at me, though. So I'm going to have to hurry. We had a lot of great Xbox Live friends. Edzer, and I remember Scala's Pick Frets 45, who he automatically named Pickett. And me and you and B-Kigs. You know my name's Brad, right? No, it's B-Kigs now and forever. Yup, I didn't even look at the chat. And you had already typed it. Oh my god. Old B-Kigs. God, I remember we'd play Rainbow Six Vegas, and we would just we would be like, I was Iron Man and you were the Incredible Hulk. Oh, some of that stuff I can't talk about on the stream, but that was so much fun. I remember how much I hated Vegas 2 when it came out, because Attack and Defend didn't have unlimited lives. I was like, no! We're supposed to be able to throw ourselves completely at the enemy. Like waves breaking upon the shore. Right, the Mark 23. And I remember being on the other team with this British guy. He's like, the friggin' Incredible Hulk's just running around sniping me with a pistol. My team would get so mad. And I would see you chasing them around the map just so you could get that shot. Because that was one of those weird games, for those of you who don't know. The game was in first person, the whole game. But on Xbox controller, to take cover on a wall, you'd like hold the left trigger, and then you'd jump to third person. And so what he would do is Charlie would just wait until they'd get up against a wall and creep forward, so literally, as they're looking around a corner, all they would see is the barrel of this pistol show up and blow their brains out and just start screaming about it. Oh, it was so great. I miss those days. We really did grow up in the golden age of gaming. And it has passed, and it makes me sad. Oh yeah. You would just follow people everywhere. Just to be a savage. Totally worth it though. Oh yeah, absolutely. Pre-party chat. Everyone forgets that wasn't a thing for a while. At least the storm's moving away from me and not coming at me. Oh, man. And I miss The Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth 2. All us playing that game. Oh, that was so much fun. We are at that point. I found a meme, but it was one of those where it's literally just like somebody took a screenshot of a text, and it says, "I'm finally at a point in my life where I understand why my mom would act like making one stop between work and home would kill her." I sent my mother that, and she was like, "This is the greatest text I've ever received." Oh, Ruse was great. That was so much fun. And I'd do like what I usually do in games. I would do it in Ruse and several other like strategy games like that, where I just kind of do everything. I do everything in my power to hold off the other team. I turtle real hard, but also do a little bit of like poking and prodding the defenses, while Scala plays as Italy and builds all of the gigantic death artillery and just sort of hangs out until he's ready to go. And I go, "Gotcha!" And then I like part the Red Sea and start pushing forward while his artillery chews apart anything that moves. Yep. I do the same thing with you and the Grizzlies in Halo Wars. That's why I really liked Sergeant Johnson as an add-on character, because he was definitely built for support. Oh, such good times. So much good times. I'm sure you saw my t-shirt. The, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. I found that in a drawer. I was like, I must have gotten this for Christmas or my birthday at some point, and it has just... it's been stuck somewhere. Like, yes, I will wear this. No, T. T, I swear. Get up here. I'm not gonna be able to get very far down here. Yep. Yep. There it is. What is this? Fruit crate? Give me that. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I've got some stuff I've got to do. One thing's for sure, I need to stream. I'm gonna go back and look at some of the games I've streamed in the past. I need to do The Long Dark because I think they put a new chapter out. But I think they're putting out a total of 2 more chapters, and at this point, it's been long enough, I might just hold off and wait for the next chapter to come out. No, you don't. Get out of here, Shark Wahlberg. No. No. Yep. I remember, was it me, you, and somebody else? I don't know who it was. I think it was me and you and maybe Scala. We were playing Halo Wars. And you just got blasted. They did that thing where they sent one guy out. And you were like, yes, Cameron, do it! Prepare the forces! And so I'm already going out and, like, prodding and annoying these other guys. And a warthog rolls up in front of your base. You're like, look at this little warthog. And then suddenly they were all Captain Cutter. And they all Mac blasted you and killed you out of the game. You were like, what the hell? And then we immediately went after one of them. Yeah, I was like, well, we need to take one of them out of the running right now. They just spent all their money on a Mac blast. So we charged in and took out one of them with, like, just Marines and Elites. Ended up working out in our favor. Oh, the suicide grunts? Yes. Oh, man, there were so many valid strategies. Okay. I don't see anybody around. Check for additional Reapers on the map. Scanning map. Scanning map. That was from a previous venture. I don't see anyone or anything. Let me check a couple things. I've got a new title. Hair. Oh, I've got Merrick's jacket. Yes. Excellent. Got some trash I don't care about. Okay, reputation. Oh my god, the top is 21 million. Oh my god. I mean, it's not much better for the others. I'm pretty sure Merchant Alliance is about the same way. 12 million. I need to get that concertina. I don't even want it. I don't even want to use it because I don't like using concertinas, but I want that one. I really need to work on Athena's fortune. Let me see. I don't see anybody. Okay, hold on. Let me do this again. Let me go here. This is what I want. Okay, Scala has gotten me. To Splashtail's caught. He's done that. Scala's done that. Cannons fired aboard. 70 out of 75 to get class 1. Minute spent playing shanties aboard. The ill-fated. I've only been sunk twice, though. And both of those happened on the Stream Snipe stream. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Merchant Alliance voyage quests completed. Definitely think the Voyager is the one I'm doing the best in. Now the question is, do I go sell what I've got now? Nah, there's no question. I need to do that because I need to get to the next emissary grade. I'm like teensy bit away from 55 in the Reapers. So I may as well just go ahead and knock that out. Ah, shut up, Island. Nobody wants to be your friend, Devil's Ridge. Oh, okay. There's another Reaper ship out and about. They just set sail. As long as they're not... you know, like a galleon. Or a brig, really, at this point. Oh, okay, well. When did he text me that? Okay, at 6:40. So I will be flying solo tonight. Alright, well, let's go ahead and make sure we're decked out, loaded to the gills. Okay, I'm gonna grab signal flares. I'll go ahead and get my cursed cannonballs. I've got chain shot loaded, or I've got chain shot ready to go. Yes, my cursed cannonballs. Not my cursed balls, Charlie. It's a very different thing. I have a rigging ball, a weary ball, and a limp ball. Don't be coming to me. Just don't do it. Let's make a stop at Crook's Hollow. It's right here near this storm. And I can see if there's anything I can do to disorient, or just to prepare. Did somebody re-up their sub? Because it did not inform me that that happened. yeah, so I had an emergency work order today. It ended up being nothing. It's the same. There's been a similar issue happening in this apartment for a while. And no matter what we do, we don't fix it. So I didn't really need to go to it, but I wasn't sure because I don't remember if this is the apartment where it's been an ongoing issue here or there, because it said it was coming in the bedroom. It usually comes in a different place. And I was like, well, great, and I got to go check that out. Another ship. There's a brigantine. Don't tell me that's them. Almost dead ahead. So I go to this apartment. So I'm at work today. Just long enough to put a... Well, where the hell is the brigantine? Am I crazy? There it is. It's over there. There's the Reapers. What should have been me rolling up, checking it out, going, okay, this has been a problem before. You know, there's not really anything I can do about it right now. So let me, do you want me to put in a carpet fan to dry up the, water on the floor? There's not a lot, so it's not going to be that big a deal. They were like, how big is it? And I was like, not very large. And I kind of motioned the dimensions. And they're like, yeah, we can do the carpet fan. I was like, gotcha. So it should have been like 20 minutes at work, 40 minutes there and back total. So for like an hour, 20 minutes. Ended up being like a 3-hour ordeal. Because I get there, and I see some guys walking on the back side of the buildings. Not uncommon, you know. And I hear somebody yell something. I was like, what the hell was that? And I see the guys kind of turn and start to run. It's like, okay, well maybe, you know, somebody's screwing with somebody else. That happens, you know. It's an apartment complex. People like to get loud and make a bunch of racket towards each other. You know, happens. I'm used to that kind of stuff happening. And I turn around and start to walk back inside. To go knock on the resident's door to let them know, hey, this is happening. Or to see what's going on with their stuff. So then I hear a police siren start up. And I was like, you know, whatever. That happens. Because there's a main road. So here's the property. It's split into two parts. There's one here. There's a road that comes through here and a road that comes through here. So it's this part, and there's just kind of like trees here. And then there's from here and here, there's a creek with some trees and then main road. So main road, police cars all the time. And there's also a fire department. There's like a fire station maybe 200 yards from where the entrance to the complex is. And, well, no, it's maybe about a block, 2 blocks away, really. So the fire department always has to fly down that road, then go through the main road. So there's a lot of sirens around the property. And most of the time, they're not coming here. They're just around. They're sailing for me. Somebody's hungry. Thought they were maybe going somewhere else. So I hear the siren as I'm walking back inside. And I realize that it's right at the entrance to the property. It's real close. So I turn around and I just walk outside. And I see the guys sort of disappear around a building. I was like, okay. And then I see a police officer come out of the building they were standing in front of with his weapon drawn. And, like, kind of at the ready. And I was like, okay. And I turn around, and I see another officer coming around this side of the next building down. And so I kind of walk out to a place where I can be seen, because I'm like, okay, if they need to know where a unit is or something, I'm ready. I'm going to let them know. I'm going to stay out of everybody's way. I don't know what's going on. The officer kind of waves at me, and I move towards him. He's like, did you see anybody with a firearm? He's like, we got a report of 2 guys with a firearm on the property. And I was like, no. I said, I did see 2 guys behind this building right here, and when the siren went off, they took off running. You know, but I didn't see anybody with a gun. He's like, okay. And he just sort of moves on. And then it ends up being like 7 squad cars on the scene. Right, yeah. Then there's like 7 patrol cars around, just kind of hanging out. Several officers meandering around. They're looking for somebody. The whole time, I'm like going from the unit down. Like after they talk to me, I go back and I just start dealing with the residents. I'm like, I'm here to do this job. I need to get out of here. Well, I can't because they've blocked my truck in now. The police have all parked right on the other side of my truck. Right behind it. So I can't get out. So I end up going and getting my golf cart out because it's stored on that side of the property anyway. So forget it. I'll get my golf cart. I'll go get their carpet fan. But as I'm coming out, while I'm making this decision in my head, I look over at one of the officers and he kind of waves at me. Like, come here. So I go over there. And this whole time I've been going from the downstairs unit to the unit above them because I said the water's coming from there. There's been some dude without a shirt on his cell phone, walking out to the front, like looking out, and then walking back downstairs and looking out, and kind of walking out of the building a little bit, walking back inside, walking upstairs, looking outside. So, I mean, to me it looks like he's telling the people running from the police where the police are, because it's super weird. You know, I'm used to people doing that kind of, like, not doing that kind of stuff, but trying to figure out where somebody is. Like the first, like when he went out to the front and then turned around and came back to the back and then went back out to the front, I was like, okay, somebody's trying to deliver food to him and he's trying to figure out where they are and they're trying to figure out where he is. No, it did not. After he did it 3 more times, I was like, this is real suspicious. So the officer was like, is that guy up there one of the ones that you saw? It's like, no, that was not one of the guys that I saw. I said he was doing this and it was real suspicious, but he wasn't one of the ones that I saw standing behind the building. He like took my ID and like wrote all the crap down I was saying. I was like, Jesus. I'm end up there. I get this phone call at like noon telling me about this water leak. I don't get home until after 3. It's like 3:15 by the time I get back home. Had time to go check the pool and just golly. And I don't know what kind of while I was talking to the officer telling him what I saw, another officer comes out wearing gloves and holding like a hoodie and what looks like an AR-15 somebody shot with a shrink ray. And he's like, I don't know if you've ever watched Catch a Smuggler or shows like that. Anytime they like confiscate a firearm, they take it apart and zip tie everything open. And that's exactly what they had done with this thing. And then as I'm driving by, I see them cataloging like 3 more pistols. It's like, good God, what happened here? It was a whole thing. After I finished with the work order, I called Tabitha to let her know what was going on. And I was thinking about it, I was like, I probably shouldn't tell her everything. I was like, but if I don't tell her everything that was going on, she's gonna like find a news article or something where they're talking about this huge gun bust they did at Diamond Ridge, and she'll work out the time and date and be like, you didn't tell me this was going on? I was like, yeah, it's probably just best just to tell her. Right. So I was like, I'll just tell her. I'll just tell her about it. That's the better call. You know, it would be the keeping it from her so she doesn't worry, but you know, then you get into a whole heap of trouble for an entirely different reason. Yeah, well, turns out that sloop's not coming for me. They may just be waiting. I don't know. I know they're not at the Ashen Lord, because that is definitely not going to be at Castaway Isle. That was close. So I had an interesting day. Thank God I'm not on call tomorrow. The skeleton's getting real close. I'm worried about how close this sloop is to the Reaper's hideout, though. He may just be parked and waiting for me to get close to it, so he can turn and try to fire on me and steal some of my loot. But I don't know that. So I'm just going to give him a wide berth. There's a brigantine over there. Megalodon. What we got? What we got? The Shadow Maw. Okay. I guess you're not real. Got a ghost shark. Better not come after me in a spot where I can't shoot you. You stupid shark. Come on. Come on, shark. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Yeah, I see you over there, you shark. Missed. Sweet. Reaper's still hanging out there. Is it Shipwreck Bay? Because it's off to the northeast. No, it's not Shipwreck Bay. It's almost due north, which would make it Cannon Cove. So there's some dangers nearby. Alright. Where's your loot? Come on. Too far. Got some meg meat. Oh boy, a trident. Is that all of it? Wait. There's some more megalodon meat. Oops, got my face stuck. I swear, it was an interesting day today. What I wanted to do was just sit at my computer and work on the Horde Fort on 7 Days to Die with my wife. Alas, that was not going to happen. Yep. Yes, sir. Oh, look who's getting ready to move now. So let's go ahead and put away 2 of those. Let's go ahead and unload standard cannonballs. That away. Megalodon meat, you get gone. Come here. Yep, they're sailing to meet me. Okay, that's fine with me. I just have to I had to talk to Tab a little bit after the stream. You know, spend a little time with my wife. Not, you know, hell, she may be asleep by the time that happens, though. Who knows? They've just been sitting and waiting for me to leave. So they could come try to steal my treasure. I see no insignia. Looks as though we have possibly a very sweaty player. Not sure. On the sweat level there. Sweat level midnight. I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to hop off. I'm going to go sell this, because this is worth some cash. As long as my ship doesn't run into some rocks or anything. It'll be fine. Because it's sailing with the wind at its back. Cannonball crate. Crate of rare tea. Oh, looky there. I think they're aware of what I'm trying to do. All I have to do is get to the Servant of Flame and turn this in. Unless they've had somebody sitting and waiting on the island the whole time. It shouldn't be too much of a hassle. There you are, sir. Thank you. Where's my mermaid now? Good, that's what I wanted. Where the hell's the mermaid? Over there. It's on the other side of the island. Okay.
My father's plan is near completion.
Go ahead, we'll buy that.
May the flame burn.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna stack treasure. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Oh, good gracious. Actually, that's pretty close. Yeah, they're chasing me. Albeit, not terribly well. Let's see, am I stocked and loaded? I am. Yep. I was gonna investigate this shipwreck and grab that Reaper's Bones chest, but I guess I'm not gonna do that. I guess it's not a captain's ship. I don't understand what this ship is doing, if I'm being quite honest. I don't know how to gauge what they're doing. They'll sail for a bit, then they'll stop. Unless it's a two-man crew, and one of them is a random who does not want to engage, and they keep dropping the anchor to keep the other person from coming after me. Or this other person is just messing with me and having a grand old time doing so. Oh god, I've got to sail by Cannon Cove. And the fire tornado is gone. Which means that Brigantine could be after me very soon. I'm sailing right for it. Oh, Big Rock. Hello, Big Rock. Skeleton ship is booking it. Well, the other Reapers don't seem to be coming near me. Ahoy, skeleton sloop! It could be a ruse. I'm not sure that skeleton sloop could have gotten any closer before it's marked as a as a threat to me. Okay, and they're gone. I guess they disconnected or something. Because they're not there anymore. Okay then. Well, that makes me going and stopping off here all the easier. I guess so. I got an email from, because I was playing Far Cry 5 recently on my desktop, which didn't transfer the achievement. Like I didn't earn any achievements. That didn't count towards anything because it's done through Uplay and not through Xbox. I don't earn any achievements on the computer version, which is stupid, but whatever. 99% of the other games let me earn achievements. But no, Ubisoft's got to be weird about it. But I got an email from Ubisoft that was like, hey, we noticed you logged into a new device. I was like, the hell I did. So I clicked on it and they were like, did you log into a new device in Sao Paulo, Brazil? And I'm like, no. And at the same time, it said I had logged into one in Russia. I was like, okay. So you're telling me that at the same time somebody logged into my account in Sao Paulo, Brazil, they also logged into my account in Russia. But I have two-factor authentication turned on. Why did they not have to go through the two-factor authentication process? You know, I thought that's the whole reason to turn that on. Because I never got a notification about it. Nothing at all. Just... It's weird. So I changed my password and made sure two-factor authentication was in fact enabled. And in fact, so to reset my password, I had to go to the Ubisoft website, log into my account. When I logged into my account, it was like, do you want to change your password? When I went to the security desk, it gave me the option. It's like, change your password. I clicked change password. They're like, okay, sure thing. We started the process. You just have to click on the link we sent an email to you. I was like, huh? Why did you send me an email link? I'm already here changing my password. Whatever, guys. Whatever. And before I clicked on any links, I did double check and make sure that they were all from Ubisoft and not from some lookalike website. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Thanks for nothing, two-factor authentication. The end-all be-all of security. It doesn't even do it. I saw a post. Saw a meme about IT security. It's just like rotating passwords every 90 days. Something else happening. Two-factor authentication, and it listed like two other things, and it was just like a knight in armor with the sword, and then the next pane is the one with the arrow shot right through the slit that's this big that just says user clicking suspicious link. Like, yep, that's how it goes. I know that's how that goes, and I don't even work in IT. I'm gonna have to turn the ship around because I'm not going to be able to unload it in a timely manner, and I can see the silhouette of that brig over there. Just like, nope. Nope, nope. I know what they want. My blood. But the nice thing about being off tomorrow is I don't have to wait till Tuesday to watch House of the Dragon. I can watch it tomorrow. Because usually what ends up happening is I work all day and then I come home and I stream. We don't have time to watch it before Tabitha goes to bed. We could, but the both of us would be up too late. Oh, Brigantine, what are you doing? Okay, not coming here. That's the important part. See, this is where the sovereigns come in. Awesome. I can just yank everything up to a an elevator that I can lower and then go sell everything myself. I don't have to worry about any of this. Move it from the boat to the dock and then move it to the sell point anymore. Dang it. Dang it. See, everybody's talking about it, about how great it is. I like it. I will say the first episode kind of had me kind of like, ugh. And it's a little weird, and this has nothing to do with the show. This is just something for me. The guy who plays Daemon Targaryen, the king's brother, he's Matt Smith, who was, of course, the 11th Doctor on Doctor Who. And it's weird to me seeing him in that role. And it's nothing against the show. It's just weird to me. Because I just know him as the 11th Doctor. And probably the other thing I'll mention, without being a spoiler, is the, I'm not real happy with the way the dragons look. And I kind of get it. I get why they look the way they do. There's a bunch more of them. They have to do a lot more CGI than they did in Game of Thrones. And by the time the dragons showed up in Game of Thrones was like slurping up some cash. They were like, yes, make the money. And at this point, you know, House of the Dragon basically has to prove itself, so they're not as focused. They're not spending as much money on it, basically. So I feel like the CGI for the dragons is not that great. Again, that's a personal thing. It'll probably... I'm guessing it will get better as the show goes on, and they, there's a sloop parked over there. I don't like that. Although, you know, I bet it's the sloop doing the merchant voyage. Is probably all that is. Because I saw birds in the area. And the first episode of the show kind of had me, it left me wanting more. Like, not in the way that it was like, ooh, I can't wait for the next episode. It was kind of like, that really didn't grab me like I'd hoped it would. But after the second episode, I feel like the second episode was better. And if they continue, if they just get better as I watch them, there's going to be no reason to not watch them, because that's kind of what happened with Game of Thrones. But it started out like, ooh, and then it just got better and better. If this show starts out as like, eh, and then the next episode goes, okay, I see what you're doing now, and it keeps going like that. Yeah, the second one definitely was better. By a bit. It's a long walk. Oh, yeah. So, the wife and I have decided that we are going to be moving. We have to be out of this apartment in a little over 60 days. And we'll be moving into a new place. So we live in High Point. And we both work in Winston. We're moving to the townhomes property that Tabitha manages. And I will say I don't like townhomes. But after going and looking at the townhomes there, I'm like, okay, these are nice. It's about... So we're in a 3-bed, 2-bath right now. And we're going to a 2-bed, 1.5 bath. But we're only losing like 100 square feet. Because a lot of the space in... There's a large space in the dining room, which is like the foyer, basically. That's useless to us. We don't use the space. If anything, it's storage now. And the other bedroom is storage. But we've pulled most everything out of that. So it's not going to be... we're not going to lose a whole lot. And we get a discount on rent because we both work for the management company. And we... It'll end up working out better for us in the long run. But that means we're probably going to wait a little longer to get a house, which ends up being good. Because... I tell you one thing. Looking for a house right now is near impossible. I don't know if the area is nicer. The immediate area of the apartment complex I don't think is as nice as it is here. But here, you know, we've had issues with the next door neighbor, who still lives here, by the way. They have gotten a tow company to monitor parking because apparently parking has gotten out of hand. And the tow company had 3 dates, 3, within basically 2 months to come pick up a parking tag. And if you did not, and you didn't get one, they'd just boot you. They boot your car, it's $160. If it's after hours, it's $180. And if the car sits for like a day booted, they tow it. It's not parked in a visitor space. They, I don't know, because their parking hasn't been that big of a deal over here where we are. I don't know, and the parking lot never looks full. Ever. Ever. So I don't know what the deal is with them getting all irate about parking out of nowhere. It made no sense to me at all, but that's what happened. So it's just been an interesting time. So they did, yesterday was the last day they were doing passes. So I went the first day to get my pass. I was working on an air conditioner. I get off work at 5, right? Well, I didn't leave the property till 5:30, and it takes me 20 minutes to drive home. So I got here at 10 till 6. I was like, whew, okay, I'm here to get my parking tag. And the lady from the office turns and she's like, oh, you're here for your parking tag? I was like, yeah. She said, I'm sorry, we have to turn people away. We've got too many here. And me and him both have to leave at 6. I'm like, huh? I'm like, what? Huh? Like, you realize that if I don't get this, they're going to tow me, right? Like, I have to have this thing. And this is the first date you've set. Turns out, they were letting people register their vehicles there. So there was a line like 30 to 35 people deep. It's like, I already registered. It said don't come to the office unless you've registered. Right. And there's several people who live here who have company vehicles. And I mean, like, there's a guy that lives in the building next to us who's got a pickup truck for the construction company he works for. There's 2 or 3, actually there's like 2 or 3 roofing company vans and pickups. There's 3 or 4 HVAC company vans. There's 1 or 2 like real estate company vehicles. There's a lot of company vehicles here now that I think about it. And I don't think they were letting any of those people get parking tags. It's like, what are they supposed to do? And I've noticed now there's a bunch of people parking out on the street just outside of the property, because apparently if you park on the street, they can't call a tow truck to come tow you. Only the city can do that. Doesn't matter how out of date your tags are. Doesn't matter anything. They cannot call. They'd have to contact the city, and the city would have to dispatch somebody to come get it. So now there's a bunch of cars lining the friggin' street, which is just excellent. Agreed. And they aren't just, like, tagging the cars and booting them. There was one car, I drove past one car, 2 boots on it. Both of the driver's side wheels, the front and back, are booted. Why? Just 1 boot is all you need. I don't know why you're doing 2. Like, it's immobilized. You don't need to double immobilize it. It's not like it's a car that can transform into a VTOL aircraft and just lift up out of its parking space and go somewhere else. We have a tow company that monitors the apartment complex I work at. And by monitor the complex I work at, I mean he drives around and just sticks a thing on your window that says, "Hey, your tire's flat. Fix it or I'm towing you." Basically. And it was like, "Hey, you're parked in 2 spaces. Fix it or I'm towing you." Or you're parked in a handicap space with no handicap tag. Fix it or I'm towing you. And then the last thing he does is, "Hey, your tags have been out of date for 6 months. Fix it or I'm towing you." And then he comes back, the next time he comes back, if he sees your car like that, he'll tow you. And that's it. But we don't register vehicles, any of that kind of stuff. They were supposed to keep track of how many vehicles people have and all that stuff, but they don't. That's not a big priority because it hasn't become a huge issue. Really, it became an issue when we were seal coating the parking lot, and we told everybody to move their cars, and they said sure, and then there were like 9 cars left in the parking lot, like in each side of the parking lot that weren't moved. They're like, okay, so they towed them to somewhere else in the property, and then came back and got them later. Well, and I mean, the apartment complex is well within their rights to register vehicles, because I've seen it happen where it says in your lease that you can have like a vehicle per person on the lease, and then there's like 5 people living there who aren't on the lease, and each of them have 2 cars and they take up every single parking space, you know. And I get it to prevent that kind of stuff from happening, but at the same time it's like, you know, it kind of sucks. It's their property, they can do what they want with it. I remember one lady, we were sending a notice out to all the residents at the property I worked at in Alabama. And they worked out a deal with AT&T where they were going to come in and set up every single unit to have AT&T fiber. Because they were like, well, this is something we're going to be doing in the future. We'd like to go ahead and prep every building to have it. And our owners said, sounds like a plan. People love fast internet. Go ahead and do it. And we sent a notice out to every building like, hey, AT&T will be coming by in the future. We will let you know closer to the date when your building will be serviced. But just letting you know, they will be coming in and they will be installing equipment to in order to access AT&T fiber. And this woman called the office and said, hey, tell them not to bother. I don't want it. And the office said, well, it doesn't matter what you want. It's not your building. And it doesn't matter because eventually you're going to move out or you're going to die and we're going to move you out. And somebody else is going to live there. That's just the nature of an apartment complex, basically. And she said, I don't want them in my apartment. You can't do that. And the property said, yes, we can. And it's happening. So go ahead and prepare for it. We send a letter to her building, letting them know like a week in advance that AT&T would be coming into their building at this time. She called the office and said, do not let them in my apartment. The office said, we can't control this. This is above us. They want to do it. We're doing it. And she went somewhere. She taped notes to her door, like they do in the movies where they tape a hair across the door frame so they can be like, somebody came in here. Except she taped the paper between the door and the door frame on the outside that said, AT&T, do not enter my home. Like all the way down the door frame. And AT&T went, cool. And they went right in and started working. I'm at the shop 3 buildings down from this one. And the buildings had a sizable space between them. You know, it was a nice little property. And I hear yelling and cussing and just indescribable fury. I was like, what the hell? And so I walk outside and I'm looking around. I'm sitting inside the shop and I can hear it. So I walk outside and I'm looking around and I like walk towards it. I walked the 2 buildings down, and as I walk past, there's an AT&T guy sitting on a box, like with a bunch of fiber optic cables jammed into one side, and he's got this machine and he's like stitching them together. And he looks up, he looks at me, he's like, she's pissed. Watch out. So I look over and I see who it is and I call the office and let them know. I was like, hey, the resident in this apartment is going berserk. And the office said, oh, I know. She was going berserk on us. And then she was like, she started putting in work orders that were saying things like, oh, well, there's mold on the handrail on my stairs outside my unit. Since it's your building, how about you take care of that? It's like, okay, well, first of all, it's not mold. It's just dirt because it's outside and it's a metal railing. You know, I'll pressure wash it. Don't you worry none. It's just crazy. Let's see. People get so crazy about their apartments. I mean, and I get it. You live there. You want to make sure everything's nice and treated the way that you want it to be treated, you know? But at the same time, it's not your place. It belongs to somebody else. I mean, you gotta acknowledge that at a certain point, if you don't want somebody coming into your apartment, buy a house. Because we've got people who come in. There was a lady who told us 2 weeks ago her refrigerator wasn't working right. 2 weeks have gone by. She said, my fridge isn't working right. I was like, okay, well, what's it doing? She's like, well, it's just not getting cold enough. I said, okay. Well, put in a work order. She's like, well, I'm about to leave. I was like, well, that's fine. We've got a key to your apartment. We can just go in and we can check out the fridge. You know, no problem. She's like, well, you don't because I changed the locks. I was like, okay, well, you have to give us a key. She's like, but I was like, no. You have to give us a key. If there's an emergency and we need to get inside of your unit because it's flooding or it's on fire, we have to be able to get in there to fix it so it's not a danger to other residents in the building. You're required by the lease that you signed to give us a copy of your key. You can change your key, but you have to give us a copy of it. And they're like, well, I'm like, okay. Well, we also have to have a work order, so please call the office and put in a work order about your fridge. She said, okay. We haven't heard from her. And we had one guy, we went to an apartment to change out the dishwasher. The guy had a work order in that his dishwasher hadn't worked for 3 months. 3 months. And the reason it took us so long is, one, there were 2 people working at the property when there should have been 4. And 2, I had been saying to somebody, I need to know where I can get a dishwasher from that will work. I have to know this so I can get this man a dishwasher. And they said, okay, I will let you know. And then 3 weeks goes by, and I'm like, hello, I thought you were telling me where I could get a dishwasher from. They went, oh, yeah, I'll let you know. Another 3 weeks goes by. I was like, listen to me. I need to replace this dishwasher. And I finally was just like, okay, just tell me where I can get one from whenever you can. And then it got to the point where we were down to, like, just the dishwasher work orders. I was like, okay, now I'm at the point where I have to do these. So somebody tell me where I can get a friggin' dishwasher. And somebody said, you can go here and get it. I was like, have you tested the dishwasher? And I said, well, I was like, no. Don't give me that. I need the dishwasher tested. They haven't had a dishwasher in 3 months. I'm not just gonna say, cool, here's your new dishwasher, install it, and it not work. I'm not gonna look like the biggest idiot on the planet in front of a resident who hasn't had a dishwasher for 3 months when I tell them I'm putting in a brand new dishwasher for them, and that also does not work. It's like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm in no mood to do that. No one should ever have to do that. And they're like, okay, yeah, I'll test it. So then I go to test the dishwasher. Because nobody told me it had been tested. Or no, I was told it was tested, is what it was. Somebody told me they tested it. And then I go in there, and the power in the apartment is out. Tell me how you tested the dishwasher if there's no electricity. Tell me how you did that. Grave robber to the southeast. I swear, sometimes it's like pulling teeth. Like, what do you mean you need to have it tested? I mean, this person has lived without a dishwasher for 3 months. I'm not going to have them call me an idiot and throw me out of their apartment because I don't have a working dishwasher for them when I told them it was working. Do you know how angry that makes people? Because I do. Right. My supervisor told me that about the dishwasher too. She was like, I tested it. I'm like, you did? Then how come it was set to start? There was no power in the unit. Explain that to me. I don't need to dig. I need to read the map here. His mouth has the glowies. Mutinous snakes, lonely shallow grave to the southeast. Okay. Mutinous snakes, lonely shallow grave to the southeast. 7 paces south. Yep. Oh, and our pool phone, as of Thursday, is working again. It has been out for a month and a half. It was late July it stopped working. Because we had the pool open for a week. We closed the pool. because somebody broke the handrail, and it was just a metal handrail at the bottom. And we were afraid that somebody would pull on it, and like a kid, because everybody's kids sit on the stairs. It was the handrail at the pool stairs that came loose. And because everybody's kids sit there, we were afraid that somebody would pull on it and a kid's like foot would get under it and cut it up, cut off a toe or something. So we're like, no. We drained most of the pool to do a quick fix that we're not even sure will work when people get in the pool. We were filling the pool back up after that. And good gracious. Let's go to New Golden Sands. We were filling the pool up after that. I was throwing chemicals in it, getting it ready. The next day, there's a lightning strike near the property. It takes the internet offline and damages the network connectivity of one of the office computers. So the office gets that fixed. I get the pool chemicals balanced. The lightning strike is important because, well, after I get the pool ready, I was like, cool, the pool's ready to open. Tomorrow we should be good to go. I was like, I need to test the pool phone, though I haven't done that since we closed it. Test the pool phone, it doesn't work. And in North Carolina, in order to have an operable public pool, you have to have it's a box that you press a silver button on it, and it auto dials 911. By a North Carolina law, you are required to have one of those to have a public one. So, couldn't open the pool. Like, you've got to be friggin' kidding me. Nope. Dead serious. So then we had Spectrum come on August 1st. Because this was like July 27th. Maybe something like that. It was like the week before August 1st. No, it was 2 weeks before August 1st. That's what it was. Because I had to tell people, I was like, Spectrum will be here on August 1st. No. I'm sorry. Spectrum came out and checked it like 3 days after we called them. At most, 3 days. They come out, they check it. The guy's like, I've got a dial tone at your modem. So, your internet... Well, actually, he's like, I don't have a dial tone at your modem. He climbs up the pole twice and then checks a different pole, runs some cable, tweaks something. He's like, cool, I fixed it. You got a dial tone at your modem. It's like, all right. He's like, here. He even has a device that you clip to the line, and it just looks like a phone receiver, but more complicated. And he flips the switch, and it tells him if he's getting a dial tone. You just hold it up to your ear, and you hear the dial tone. So, he checks it. He's like, yep, I'm getting a dial tone. Hands it to me. He goes, you tell me what you hear. I was like, I hear a dial tone. Okay. So August 1st, 2 weeks later, is the first date. Kings 3, the company that operates the pool phone, can come out. He comes out August 1st at 5:30. Mind you, most of the staff is gone. The only reason some of the staff is there is because owners and investors are there talking to management. And they waited around for those folks to leave in order to... Or they were waiting around for them to leave when Kings 3 showed up. The guy was like, yep, I'm here to fix your pool phone. He walks up to it, he looks at it, goes, yep, it's a Spectrum problem. It's not on our end. And the office was like, you better do something to that phone, because Spectrum said it works. He's like, well, it doesn't. It doesn't work. So, they went and they checked it. He finally opened the box to look at the pool phone, and then he went down to the office and told them there was nothing wrong with it. It's Spectrum's problem. So then the office called Spectrum, and Spectrum was like, we already came out and told you there's nothing wrong with it. She said, I know that, but they said there's nothing wrong with it. It's a problem on Spectrum's side. And they're like, well, it's not a problem on Spectrum's side, and we're just not going to come out. So we ended up buying an old phone receiver, well, a new old phone receiver from Office Depot. I plug it into the stupid thing, and guess what? I'm getting a friggin' dial tone. So they call the contractor, or they call Kings 3 to come back out and work on it, but it takes them until September 2nd to come out and look at it. And they get the pool phone working. Turns out it was a problem with the phone line, which turns out once they install the phone line, it's no longer their property, it becomes ours, and it's our responsibility. Which means, if something like that were to happen again, we would have to contact an electrician to come work on the phone line to fix it, instead of Spectrum or Kings 3. You gotta be friggin' kidding me. This is ridiculous. So it has been an interesting time.
Hello?
Sure. Damn indeed. So the pool, I haven't been really working on the pool very much. I've been kind of half-assed doing it, but that's mainly because I haven't really had time to sit back and do it. And they keep adding more and more and more stuff to our plates. So they want us to have like 18 units turned. And we have a contractor doing like 4 of them a week, but we also have to do 4 of them a week. And on top of that, every Thursday, when pest control shows up, now we have to go with pest control. One of us just has to split off and go with pest control, and they're supposed to do preventative maintenance, which means they replace all of the air filters for units that get pest controlled, and any 9-volt batteries that need replacing in smoke detectors. So, that's another huge chunk of time that's just gone because somebody decided, holy Jesus. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. And there's... Well, the thing is, there weren't really any locks changed. But, not for that. But it doesn't say whether or not the units are vacant. And so, Cody was just banging on a door for like 10 minutes until somebody poked their head out the door and goes, nobody lives there. And he's like, thanks. I don't really want to travel up Crook's Hollow. That's there. It's not too far from the Reapers, so that's fine. Shipwreck Bay. Boop. Sunken Grove. Actually, we need to go to Crooked Masts. Oh, I do need to go to Crooked Masts. Sweet. And there's Old Faithful. Lone Cove. Smuggler's Bay. And there's also the Golden Wayfinder, which I'm just not doing that. That's too much work. So let's just go to Shipwreck Bay and then Crooked Masts first. So we need to head east and a splash north. Yes, the vacant units aren't marked. Oh my god, and I forgot about this. So we had a work order come in about an air conditioner leak. And you know, as you know very well, Charlie, air conditioners produce water. Because I remember you sent me the photos of your clogged condensate drain. And we worked out that that's all it was that your drain was clogged, keeping water from flowing out. So it shut off your unit, so your air conditioner wasn't working anymore. So we cleared the clog, and it was good to go. This was a condensation line clog. I was worried it was because the air handler was sitting a little crooked, and it wasn't allowing water to flow out through the pipe. Turns out that was not the case. What it was that the condensation line was clogged. Bad. Like, real bad. I'm talking, it was so clogged that we took a nitrogen bottle up there. And, well, first we had to build a contraption. So, by build a contraption, I mean we took a nitrogen bottle and some line, and we took apart a gallows gun, which is just a plastic tube that you slide a CO2 cartridge in with a screw top. So you screw it on, you take the line and you plug it in there and you squeeze it, and it goes poof, and just blasts a jet of carbon dioxide down the drain. Okay, so that wasn't working. We were like, this is too clogged for that. Let's go build a contraption. So we built one. We took a nitrogen bottle, hooked up the line, took apart a gallows gun, and attached it to like a trigger, right? So we set the regulator to about 200 psi, stuck it on the line. It ate it. It ate every bit of it. I'm like, okay, so we pulled it back out. We set the pressure a hair higher, put it back in, blasted it. We're like, okay, that probably cleared it. So then we take a garden hose that we have attached a bladder to. By that I mean it's a rubber bag with a nozzle on it. So you screw that onto the hose, you turn the water on, and the bag expands, sealing the pipe. Because we had a red pipe, or a red hose that we cut the end off of, and then stuck like a 90-degree corner into it. We sealed that off, and then took like some dishwasher supply line that was all like plastic, and we cut the end off that. So it's just a hose that basically goes to a much smaller hose to get more pressure. When you stick that down the drain line and you crank it up after you hook it up to the washer drain. You know, they make tools like that, but we didn't buy one. We just built one ourselves, and that worked for a while. This is the first one that it didn't work on. We kept getting water to come back on us, so we went and we built a contraption. We stuck some condensation line together, stuck the bladder in there. We carried the hose up there, hooked it up, cranked it, and I mean cranked it, and we were just getting standing water in the line. Couldn't get anything to move. Nothing to move. So we went down in the basement to see where it was coming out at. Yeah. We were getting a trickle out of it. Turns out the line was so clogged, we were actually getting water backing up into the unit next door and the unit downstairs. They were all together, and the water was actually backing up into their drains and then filling the air handlers with water. So it was going down into their air returns and their overflow pans. Yeah. So we called an HVAC company. We're like, we need you guys to come clear this out yesterday. Like, cool. We'll be out there. We'll get you taken care of. Guy shows up with a nitrogen bottle, and I'm like, that's not going to work. He's like, yeah, it will. And I was like, no. Trust me. And I told him what all we did to it. And he's like, no, this will get it. He ends up going down there. And I mean, I don't even know. Oops. I don't know why I was doing that. I can't even tell you how clogged the line was. But other than that, because there were two condensation lines right next to each other. Two of them. They were both about an inch pipe is what it was. So, for some reason, in this basement, they run all 4 units on the end on this side together. But they split it in two. There's 2 units in line, and there's come down through the floor. Then they run all the way across the wall. They keep going through a cinder block wall. And then Hold on, where the hell am I? That's not Shipwreck Bay. What the hell is that? Is that an uncharted island? Hang on, I'll get back to that in a second. That's an uncharted island. Shipwreck Bay is a little to the south. So we'll just turn a little south. A little south, a little south, a little south. I think that's it ahead of us. And we're probably on target. We'll turn the mast, turn the sail. So it keeps going through a cinder block wall, but it actually raises up a little bit, and water doesn't like to go uphill very much, especially when it's not in a pressurized line. It doesn't go uphill. It doesn't work like that. It's unpressurized because the condensation drains are unpressurized. Then it hits 2 more pipes, which is the inline for the 4 units above us. And I don't know if it's split 2 and 2 like that. It looks like it is. But it looks like what really happened was they stuck all 4 of them together, and then at one point the drain line got so clogged, it just filled with gunk and solidified. So they just said, forget it, and they cut everything off and ran new drain line with all 4 of them in tandem and ran it straight down next to that. I can't even begin to describe how insane this problem is. So I'm trying to tell the HVAC guy, trying to tell the HVAC guy all this. And the more I am explaining it to him, the more it's starting to click that this is a massive issue. And then he finally just, like, gets a shop vac out and sucks and blows the line with that. And he's like, no, see, I got the clog. And he's, like, holding up little pieces of goop. And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, there was a 6-foot section of pipe that was clogged solid. I pulled out probably 10 pounds of gunk. I even pulled up on my phone. I know you've seen it, Charlie. The video of all the sludge coming out of that pipe in the road. I showed him that video. It was like, this is the kind of stuff I've seen here. What you're doing is not fixing this problem. I ran 6 feet of snake up through that basement and still didn't clear the line. And he was kind of like, well, if this doesn't get it, then call me back. It's like, whatever, fine. We'll just have this guy think that we're complete idiots. Because he already thinks that. It takes an HVAC company with somebody who speaks Spanish to explain to this guy what they're doing, and then he's like, see, that the guys that work here don't know what they're talking about. Because I can't tell him what the problem is. And on top of that, his son is taking an automotive HVAC class, so they both think they know everything about air conditioning. When the simple fact of the matter is that automotive air conditioning and residential air conditioning they may work the same way, basically, but they're very different. Because guess where you have to drain the water in an automotive air conditioner? The street! You don't have to drain it through 4 apartments. So, chill out. Is that a ruby or sapphire? Sapphire. What are you? Ooh, a shipwrecked chest. It's a piece of trash, but it works on my shipwrecked stuff. The silent barnacle, that's what it is. I mean, all of the stuff dealing with some of these apartments has just been insane. My favorite is when people act like that we don't know what we're talking about, or they just flat ignore us when we tell them that we need to do something a specific way. Like, Cody walked into a unit that I was supposed to start in, and I haven't posted the photos from that one yet. I was supposed to go start the turn in this unit, and Cody had just finished all his work orders. He's like, so what are you doing? I was like, I'm supposed to go do this turn, but instead, I'm going to go to the pool and then go to the turn, because I have yet to do any of the pool stuff this week, and it was like Tuesday. So I didn't do it yesterday, I hadn't done it that day. So he was like, okay, cool, I'll walk in there. And then our supervisor texted the both of us, and was like, hey, Cody, where are you? He's like, I'm in this unit where Cam is supposed to be going. But he's at the pool right now working on that, so I decided to come here and work on it. He's like, but I need you to come here right now. She says, okay. So she comes over there. Me and her get there about the same time. Holy God. The floor is sagging probably 3 inches over by the kitchen counter. And I'm not being sarcastic. I'm dead serious. I'm not exaggerating. It's literally 3 inches. It's like, how did we not spot this? She's like, I don't know. It wasn't like that when I was in here. It was. You just were too busy trying to get the unit turned, is really what happened. But, you know, that's fine. Your job is to get these units ready. So, you know, no problem. Where was the shiny? I saw a shiny up here. Was it just the glint of those? Shiny. Oh, there it is. Wrong floor. Come here, you. We start looking at it, and we're stepping on it. Like, I told her, I said, I'm afraid to walk on this. Like, it's giving that much when I'm walking on it. Like, I was gingerly pressing on it, trying to see if it would give or what it would do. I was just... I was blown away. Like, we have to do something about this. She's like, yeah, we do. So, where's the main mast? Hello? That's it up there, I guess. We had a contractor come and look at it. Right. Contractor's like, well, I should be able to fix it. We're like, well, do you know how bad it is? Like, do you have any idea how big of a problem this is? Like, well, we won't know till we start tearing up the floor. Like, okay, yep, that makes sense. They start tearing up the floor. The actual, like, this main, so, I don't know how much anybody here knows about flooring. If you watch any Neebs Gaming, and you pay any attention to Simon, Simon actually knows what he's talking about from his construction background. And, you know, work with flooring and such. Essentially the way it works is you have main support beams that run along the floor. In between the main beams are joists, which are just smaller beams. They're basically smaller ones that run between the beams to give the floor support. The beam on the, like, that the joists attach to is rotten. Completely rotten. The main drain for the kitchen and the washing machines for the upstairs apartment and the next door apartment and its upstairs, they drain into a common drain together in the wall between this unit and the next unit. And that is split apart. It's broken. It's crumbled. So all of the sink water and the dishwasher water and the washer water that drains out right there has all been dumping on top of that beam and into the crawl space, shredding everything for who knows how long. In fact, the bathtub in that apartment was doing the exact same thing. They just plumbed it out to a pipe that just stuck out to nothing. It's all been draining to nothing for God knows how long. It's completely and utterly destroyed, all of it. So they basically had to scab together a new beam and joists to this beam And honestly, I was talking to Cody, and Cody's done a lot of construction. It's like, he said, that's a terrible fix. He was like, it's nothing against them. He's like, from what they're working with, there's only two ways you can fix it. The way they did it, and starting over. And they're not going to pay to start over, but that's what needs to happen here. So he's like, they've done good work from what they had to work with, but what they had to work with needed to be ripped out and started from scratch, basically. Sorry, this ship over here's got me. Okay, I think it's sailed off. Skeletoni, you need to stay away from me. Scarecrow beside the inner shallow pool. There's a scarecrow. Oh, I wonder if it's... Hello? Scarecrow? Scarecrow at the inner shallow pool. That's not a scarecrow. Mine. Huh? Wait, did I just get rep for carrying this stool? Quit stooling around! Yes, this is mine. Sorry, grog-soaked egg. And I always do it. Grog-soaked Ed. This is mine now. Dibs. Can I sell this? Scarecrow beside the inner shallow pool. Scarecrow, scarecrow, scarecrow. Scarecrow. You're not a scarecrow. Scarecrow. Where are you? Hey, Fenris. What's up? Are you the scarecrow? Maybe. Solid maybe. 9 paces north. Survey says north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you. That's all right. How you doing? And if I'm being honest, from your hello, I thought you were just being funny in the way you said hello, so I knew what you meant anyway. I'm just happy I'm off tomorrow, and I'm also not on call anymore tomorrow. Yes. Yes. It's gonna be hard to steer the boat while I'm sitting on that seat, but I don't care. Oof. Well, that's no good, Fenris. I'll sell the Crooked Mass next, and I'll see if I can get Lissetti's spyglass. You alright? Ah! I just saw a Norwegian word for yo. Well, that's Good enough. Close enough. I guess yo and hello are used in similar manners, so. Oh, it's a skeleton galleon. I was like, that looks like a big ship or a big rock. Turns out, skeleton galleon. Yes. This is the first stool I've found. Rex, you okay, bud? I like the music just sort of fading in from me sitting on the chair. What's the temperature outside? Too warm. I mean, it's not too warm. It's too warm to open the windows and cool the room off. Slow her down. Ugh. That's never fun. There be a ship. One that's hiding suspiciously. What is that? Get down the ladder, or the stairs, please. Is there anything over there? A shiver retreat, I guess. No, that's where the bow's facing. Shark tooth key, maybe? Ah. There's a shiny. Hello. Phantoms inbound. That's alright, DJ. Haha! Nope. Nope. Yep. 3 painted tentacles. A secret shown when this map is read. That's up top somewhere. I don't know, there was like 4 songs playing back to back, so I didn't know which I don't know which one. Where is That's gotta be it. There's the painted tentacles. Nope. Don't, not that. This. Nope. This one. It's bright. Ow. Shadows bereft, or the cavern with 3 exits found. 3 exits found. Emerge again once shanty is sound. It's got to be the one across the way, I think. Excuse me, snake. Excuse me, pardon me. Alright, chicken. Pardon me, snake. Nope. I'm okay. I don't see you, snake. No. Not here. Is there a specific spot? Excuse me, skeletons. Pardon me. Come on. So it was definitely that one. Reach inside. Lassetti spyglass. So you just come up here to this on Crooked Mass, and then reach inside that, and you get you Lassetti spyglass. I hear you, skeletons. That's right. Chest is close at the anchor at the Kraken Slayer's grave. Anchor at the Kraken Slayer's grave. Where's Graves? Hello, Graves? No. Hello? My ship is spinning. Excuse me? Graves, Graves, Graves. Kraken Slayer's grave. That's not the Kraken Slayer. No. All right. Fine. Nine paces south by southwest. I'm sure you're correct. Well, I'm 99.9% sure you're correct. Because I can't say any different. So, you're probably right. Boy, this is some grand old treasure I'm receiving. This is well worth the money I paid for those quests. Sweet. Oh yeah, Community Day is supposed to be September 17th. So, It's gonna be a big day. It's the next closest one. Sunken Grove. Okay, we'll turn around, we'll go north. Another sloop over there, which I'm sailing right towards. Well, they'll either be friendly or they won't. Ugh. My bones hurt. So I saw a clip, somebody was on one of these stools up in the crow's nest, and their mask got knocked down, and they were just sitting on the stool in midair. Well, Charlie, thank you for re-upping your sub. I appreciate it. 19 months. It's almost 2 years. My God. How the time has flown. Oh yeah, just so you're aware, I am planning on redoing Subnautica in the future, because they're supposed to be doing a big like 2.0 update for Subnautica that's going to bring forward a lot of the new structures people really liked from Below Zero into Subnautica, and I want to do that. And I haven't played Subnautica since I streamed it last time, and I adore that game. I liked it. It got me a ton of viewers and followers. So I'm going to redo that. I don't know when I'm going to do that, though. I need to do the Long Dark. I would like to do, if you're still in the chat, Charlie, I would like us to do one of the Sky Factories or another like modded Minecraft pack at some point in the future. Or hell, even doing the forest again. Or more 7 Days to Die. There's a lot we could do with, and I'd love for the rest of our friends to get PCs. Oh, hold on, I didn't see this sloop here. Let's see, testing. Ahoy! I've got a quest here. I'm not hunting you, just sailing by. I'm gonna park on the other side of the island so we don't accidentally clash with each other. What was the last one? Minecraft, 7 Days, the forest. What was the other one? You have Val. Valhalla. Valheim. That's it, Valheim. I gotcha. I'd totally be down for starting a new Valheim. That would be fun. Let's raise the sail. Raise the anchor. They're working on the Mistlands update. Once they get the Mistlands update out, I'm definitely down for, like, streaming it again. Hell, we could even do... I might even be able to do, like, a dedicated server. So you can get on it and play in the world. And mess around with it and experiment when I'm not on. Ah. Skeleton hunt. Hello? Sloop captain. If you're hunting skeletons, they're over here, near me. They're shooting at me. Yeah, here, phantoms. Don't you blunderbuss me. Ow. Here we go. Not that. Watch it. Is it over here? At the grave on the lonely isle to the west. Well, that's gotta be it. Excuse me, pardon me. Well, they're sailing away. This is somebody else's skeletons, then. That or they just said, not worth it, and left. Would you stop that? Come on. Not cool, guys. Oh, no, you don't. Alright, all these guys are starting to get on my nerves. They're working on a sequel to The Forest, Sons of the Forest, but they delayed it again. I think before they delayed it, though, they showed off a video, and it looks redonkulous. I haven't seen a whole lot of content about it, but what I've seen looks pretty good. The first Forest was good, if a little wonky. So, the second one should be even better. Okay, I don't see what they're talking about here. Jesus. I don't know whose skeletons these are, but they're getting on my nerves. That has to be it. Nobody else hunting me. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. I kind of would just go to Lone Cove, sail down to Reaper's Hideout, sell what I've got, go to Crook's Hollow, and come back. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I might go to Old Faithful. I hate it, but... God, do I hate it. I have an irrational hatred for that island. Alright, folks. Look at me, skeletons. I'm right here. Wait, is this turning the ship? Hold on. Now I have to experiment. It's probably because it impacted so close to the ship. Stupid skeletons. Quarters. You're a cat. Okay. I was talking a lot earlier. Now I have to go get something to drink. I might kill the skeletons over here first, though. They seem to not be interested anymore. I don't see any ships nearby. Okay, I'm gonna sit on this. And I'll be right back. Right back. I do like that it's got music that it plays while I'm on the chair. Alright, the grave. That's not. Nope. The grave on the lone island to the west. Grave, 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 grave. That's not a grave. That's it. 8 paces south by southeast. Listen, you guys have to leave me alone. The musical connection there was a little odd. Like, what the hell? Let's go to my least favorite island. Old Faithful. Yep, we're headed right for it. Actually, we're headed right for Blind Man's Lagoon. I need to turn so we don't smash into that. Oh yeah, Charlie, when I got up to get a drink, I spoke to Tabitha for a second. I was like, hey, Charlie wants to play 7 Days. Is it alright if we hop on the stream world? She's like, yep. So, I'm gonna, after I finish here, I'm gonna go back in the bedroom for a few minutes, a little while, probably 20, 30 minutes, and then I will hop on. Actually, I need you to text me your Steam name so we can be friends, so I can send you an invite to the game. just realized I hit grade 5 and I didn't even check the map to see if there are other emissaries nearby. Fort of Fortune. That's close, too. Come get your treasure. Go ahead and prep. There's an emissary at Wanderer's Refuge. That's the only emissary ship on the server, it looks like, besides me. Although being a Reaper is a good way to run people off of the server. They either get real bloodthirsty or they get real, I'm going to go over here and leave you alone, and maybe you'll leave me alone. And right now I'm just trying to recuperate some of my losses from purchasing ships and stuff for ships, because I have made no money like the past 4 streams. There's only 2 here? Great. Okay, up. I know where that is. Best thing is, now I can do this. My god. How many are on Smuggler's Bay? Just 2. See, is there a path fork right here? It looks kind of like a path fork. It's a little further down. To about here, maybe? Running away, eh? Thank you. Boomer. I bumped into that guy on purpose, hoping I would set him on fire, and I did not. I had no idea that little freshwater bit was right there. It's because I stay away from this place, because I don't like it. like right here? It is! Thank God it was just these two. Okay, so what I just did isn't going to work. I have to redo that. Bye, skeletons. Oh, there's more of you down here. Look at this chest. Then we'll go to Lone Cove, because that one's got the most on it. Of course it is. Not saying anything about it, because that's awesome, but of course it is. Ooh, Voyager's banners. Okay, so we'll sail to Lone Cove. I'm going to ignore Smuggler's Bay. What was that last one? Crook's Hollow. Get out of here, Crook's Hollow. Because at this rate, yeah. See, I should be able to just do this. Okay, I sent you a friend invite, Charlie. If that doesn't work, then I will unfriend this person I just sent a friend invite to. And you should be able to get there from, like, my Xbox profile. I think I have my Steam account listed there. Turn due west once I get around Kraken Watchtower. I wonder if this music is supposed to play when you sit on these stools, or if that's just something that got left in from a test. And the nice thing about us playing on PC is you can either use Discord or you can use the Windows game bar and we can just do a party. Game is this from? Whatever. Oh, that's good. I mean, it's good that you were able to get it. It's not good that they took it to the wrong place. Every now and then, because Amazon does some of the deliveries, like Amazon delivers their own packages up here, because we're close to a distro center. I would get a package delivered, and it would just, I'd get a photo of, just out of nowhere, it'd be like, your package was delivered, here's a photo. And I'm like, that's not my door, and I'd have to go like 2 buildings down and to the 2nd floor to get it. Well, that's good. Sometimes they would do it to, let's just say I'm in building 1250. They would sometimes take it to 1251 and have to go the next building over. Right. Could always be worse. Nobody's at the Fort of Fortune. But it's... like, I got a half hour. There's no way I'm doing a Fort of Fortune by myself in half an hour. There's always a bigger fish, you're right. Sometimes the bigger fish is technically a mammal. Oh, no problem. Will do. I'll shoot you a text as soon as I'm ready to roll, sir. Judo stab. Not quite sure how he stabbed me, but he did somehow, so more power to him. So it should be right about here. Sure is. Sweet. Okay, we'll run over here. We'll check this. And then I'm probably just going to turn and run. Once I'm done getting all this, I'm just going to... Hello, Phantom. So I certainly don't have time to collect a... See, turns into grass and then turn up, so about here. I definitely don't have time to do that vault. I could have just been doing that the whole time, but I didn't want to be away from the ship where I couldn't see it for that long. Especially since I'm flying solo. Then hauling all that treasure back and forth. It'd take too long. Just gotta keep my eyes peeled for other ships. There's one in the middle. On the northeastern side of this middle bit here. Okay, so all the paths kind of... So roughly here. I mean, if this doesn't take me very long, I may still go to, like, Smuggler's Bay and try to scoop up treasure there. Or I guess I could go to the riddles on Crook's Hollow. I'm not sure how far. I think no, I have to sail past Crook's Hollow and then turn around and come back. So, if I've got time, I'll sail up to Smuggler's Bay. Somebody's shooting off fireworks. Are they sailing towards me? Sort of. Go ahead, load the treasure. Come on. You interrupted me. Thought I raised the anchor I did not. Let's sail to the other side of the island. Okay, they went to Rum Runner. Which is still close. Okay, I'm on the opposite side of the island. Ladder. A little to the east. So... No, the ladder's to the east. So I'm going to go a little to the west. Near a big rock. So about here. One more dig. There we go. Okay, it's near the dent where the little cave is. So here's the dent. Can't see, so we'll just call it right here. Dang. I got almost every single one of those. First shot. Oh God! I saw it. Right, I saw it when I'd already clicked, and then I heard the... That's great. At least it double logged the captain's, or the double logged in the captain's log the island visit. That's what I was trying to say. She is. Alright, now we need to go sell. Oh, hello. Welcome back. So we're gonna sail south. Gotta sail around Hidden Spring Keep and then due south. That's the forever storm that's always there. That's short. Also short. Also short. And a little back. That was just a god-awful shot. Might be coming in close. Nope. Ooh. Pretty much heading straight for the Reaper's hideout. There's another Reaper ship coming in, sailing right for the hideout. Great. Well, I know it's not Lich because I'm in her Discord. She said she wasn't streaming tonight. She's spending time with her grandmother. So I know it's not her. Although I know some of the Rogue Legends were getting together and playing. So hopefully it's not a brig with like Jan and Prue and somebody else. Come blasting on through and just shred my face off. I don't see them at all because of the storm. It's a brig. Awesome. Well, be prepared to watch me lose just about everything I've collected. Because they're sailing right for me. And I don't have anything else I can do other than sell as much as I can before they get here. I don't even know if I can. I'm just gonna take this because it acted like I got rep for scooping it. I wonder if I can sell it. I just want to know. I can't even use fire bombs on them to set them on fire and damage their ship. Oh, you can sell it. Well, there you go. And they know the reason I'm here is selling, so they know I'm fat with loot. Here they come. I'm going to try to get one more. And if they just start firing on me, I'm just going to drop my emissary flag. Nope. Captain's chest. Because that's worth the most to them. If I drop that, they're going to be pissed. Hello. I saw you coming from a ways off. There's just nothing I can do. Hold. Hold. Just drop their anchor. And they're... struck by lightning. Looks like they're on my ship. Alright. That's cool. Watch this. Sorry, you can take all my treasure, but you're not getting that emissary flag. I saw him coming. I knew there was nothing I could do, so... It's just gonna teleport me away. Oh well. I did what I could. The only thing I hate is running across like a full-size brig or galleon when you're soloing. Especially when you're at the end of your journey. I didn't even really stack that much loot. Holy God. Oh, there's another Reaper ship up there. Oh well. I did what I could. I damaged him a bit. Not much I can do in like 8 minutes, so... That's going to wrap the stream up for the evening. I want to thank y'all for dropping by and checking it out. I'll be live again tomorrow from probably 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but yeah, we'll get it sorted out. But that's it. Thank y'all so much for checking it out, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Have a great rest of your night.